In the seemingly quiet, upscale suburbs of Victoria, British Columbia, a young real estate agent was about to show a $1 million home. It was a routine appointment, the kind she did every week. But this showing would be her last. What happened inside that empty house on a cold February evening has become one of Canada's most baffling and chilling unsolved cases. This is the story of the setup and execution of Lindsay Buziak. Lindsay Buziak was just 24 years old, but she was already making a name for herself in the competitive Victoria real estate market. She was bright, ambitious, and people were naturally drawn to her infectious energy. By all accounts, she was at the beginning of a promising career and a happy life with her boyfriend, Jason Zylo, who was also in the real estate business. In late January 2008, Lindsay received a call that was unusual from the start. A woman speaking with a strange, unplaceable accent, some described it as Spanish, others as something else entirely, was on the line. She told Lindsay she and her husband were urgently looking to buy a home with a budget of $1 million. The caller seemed oddly specific yet vague at the same time. She needed a house fully vacant, and she needed to see it that weekend. Lindsay, ever the professional, felt a sense of unease. The caller's number was untraceable, a burner phone, and the whole request felt off. She confided in her father, Jeff Buziak, and her boyfriend Jason that she was scared. She didn't want to go alone. The appointment was set for 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, February 2nd, 2008, at 1702 De Souza Place, a beautiful, newly built home in a quiet cul-de-sac. Because of her apprehension, Lindsay asked Jason to meet her there. He agreed, saying he and a friend would wait outside in their car to make sure everything was okay. As Lindsay arrived, she saw a man and a woman waiting. The man was about 6 feet tall with dark hair, and the woman wore a distinctively patterned, brightly colored dress. They looked like a normal, well-dressed couple. Lindsay greeted them and led them inside. Jason arrived a few minutes later and parked, giving her some space to conduct her business. About 10 minutes passed. Jason sent Lindsay a text message to check in. No reply. He waited a few more minutes. Still nothing. Growing concerned, he got out of his vehicle and walked up to the front door. It was locked. He peered through the frosted glass and saw Lindsay's shoes, but no other signs of movement. Now truly alarmed, he called 911. While on the phone with the dispatcher, his friend found a way into the house through a back patio door that had been left open. Jason followed him in, and they ran upstairs. In the master bedroom, they found Lindsay. She had been attacked with a level of brutality that was both shocking and personal. Paramedics arrived within minutes, but it was too late. The $1 million clients, the man and woman she had led into the house just moments before, were gone. They had vanished without a trace, as if they were ghosts. The investigation began immediately, but it was like chasing shadows. The phone number the mysterious woman had used was traced to a prepaid burner phone, purchased in Vancouver several weeks earlier. It had been activated just to contact Lindsay and was used for a few brief calls before being discarded. The name the caller gave was fake. Police released a description of the couple: a Caucasian man, 35 to 45 years old, and a Caucasian woman with blonde hair, also 35 to 45, wearing that unique dress. Despite extensive media coverage, the couple has never been identified. The crime scene itself was eerily clean. There was no sign of a struggle in the rest of the house. No fingerprints, no foreign DNA, nothing was stolen. Lindsay's wallet, phone, and car keys were all untouched. This was not a robbery gone wrong. This was a targeted, meticulously planned execution. The perpetrators came with a single, brutal purpose. They walked in, committed the act with terrifying speed and precision, and walked out, leaving almost nothing behind for investigators to find. Years have passed, and the case remains frozen in time. The police believe this was a sophisticated and organized hit, not a random act of violence. Theories have swirled for over a decade. One of the most prominent involves a massive drug bust that occurred in Calgary just before Lindsay's murder. Lindsay had reportedly reached out to a friend in Calgary, warning them about the investigation. Did she inadvertently cross a line with a dangerous drug cartel? Was her murder a message? A brutal form of silencing? The use of burner phones and the professional nature of the crime scene certainly point towards a level of organization far beyond a typical personal dispute. Another theory has focused closer to home, on the people in Lindsay's life. Speculation has often centered on the Zylo family, her boyfriend's family, given their connections in the area. Jason Zylo was cleared by police as a suspect early on, but public suspicion has lingered, fueled by internet forums and true crime communities. His mother, Shirley Zylo, worked at the same real estate agency as Lindsay. Some have questioned if the mysterious call was somehow connected to her, though no concrete evidence has ever supported this. The police have looked into these angles extensively, but have never named any official suspects connected to the family. For more than 15 years, Lindsay's father, Jeff Buziak, has been on a relentless quest for justice. He has become a public figure, a father fueled by grief and determination, holding annual walks, putting up billboards, and speaking to anyone who will listen. He refuses to let his daughter's memory fade, or for her case to become just another cold case file gathering dust. His fight is a powerful and heartbreaking testament to a parent's love. The murder of Lindsay Buziak is haunting because of its calculated nature. It happened in broad daylight, in a safe neighborhood, executed with chilling efficiency. The killers created a perfect illusion, a normal couple, a normal real estate showing, to lure a young woman to her death. They controlled every aspect of the encounter, from the initial phone call to their silent escape. They built a wall of anonymity around themselves that, to this day, has not been broken. The case is a stark reminder that evil can wear a friendly face, and that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we can't see who walk among us, and then disappear, leaving only questions and a family's unending pain in their wake. Justice for Lindsay Buziak is still waiting.